Guess y'all can't guess what day it is. Well, if you've seen this morning's video, then you know that today is Friday. Today is Friday, but guess what? It's raining. If you can't tell by the window, it's all wet and stuff. Doesn't matter though. I'm still sweating because it's still hot. Temperatures dropped, but it's still freaking 91. Oof. Wish the weather would just make up its mind some days, and then others I'm just like, hey, it rain, that means it's gonna be hotter. Oh shit. Gotta put the clutch on. Who's turning? Okay, they're turning around. And I'm going home because I got 2 days off and I'm not gonna waste them. It's 91. It is 4:34, and I am off work. And I am so happy. Seen a Supra today, literally right here in the parking lot where I turned off, or where I backed out at. Dang, buddy, watch out! You gonna hit that curb. It rains, so there's water everywhere. Oh, I gotta stop because there's cars coming and I don't have the right of way. But it did drop 4 or 5 degrees due to the rain, which is nice, you know. God, my car sounds so good. I love it. This is mastic, by the way. Y'all question. Mastic is a sealant. We use it to seal our pipe covering, which is either fiberglass or foam glass. But we also use it to fab and mastic our duct wrap. What it does is it acts as an extra seal. It holds moisture in to keep the duct cool. Because if your duct gets too hot, it's going to sweat and you lose the temperature that's inside the duct, pushing air through the building. So let's say that you have it set to 68. Well, if it's an uninsulated duct, by the time it's reaching where it has to go, unless it's like that much duct or whatever, but even then it's going to start sweating. Unless it's coming right out the unit, it's going to sweat. And if it sweats, you're losing temperature, which means by the time it gets to you, it's going to pretty much be room temperature, if not just a little bit cooler. Hang on, speeding up. And that's thunder. Okay, I thought that was my car. So essentially, what we do is we insulate it. Put a fiberglass material that holds in the pressure and the temperature to keep it from getting too hot. It also keeps it from getting too cold and busting. Because if you think about it, with plumbing lines, you have to keep it warm in the winter. If it's warmer in the winter, it doesn't bust. But if it gets too cold and freezes, when that water expands, when it heats up, it just busts the line. Alright, old girl, stop spinning. Wouldn't stop spinning. I wasn't even giving her hardly any gas. Although something does smell like it's on fire. I hope it ain't me. Cause it's hot, but I hope it ain't that dang hot. I said dang, you notice that? I'm getting better at this. Getting better. I don't think I've said a cuss word this whole time. And I said dang, not the D-A you know what word. I gotta stop cussing. That way YouTube can't just demonetize whatever video it wants. And I was thinking about it, and I think one of the cars I want to research straight out the gate, I think I'm gonna do a SUV. I gotta figure out which one though. I feel like I want to do my wife's Nissan, not her particular one, but maybe, you know, what comes out the year that I'm in, you know. I think that's what I'm going to start off with. I'm going to start off with this year's SUVs. Then I'm going to go to trucks and then cars. But I'm not going to do like sports cars. I'm not going to do supercars, anything like that. I'm going to do modern cars that are eco-friendly that you can buy, because not everyone around here has a job where they can just go buy a souped up sports car and do whatever. So I'm gonna do cheap cars that are coming out this year that in the future you'll be able to buy, and you'll be able to get a great deal on it, and you can, you know, continue, that car will have a great resale. That's what I'm gonna shoot for. Because yeah, it's cool. Everyone talks about supercars, super trucks, amazing SUVs, stuff like that. And that thunder bad. Y'all heard that? And here's this stupid little dip. Ready? Boom, boom. Yep. Stupid little dip. Maybe they'll fix it one day. Anyway, I think I'm gonna do a Nissan straight out the gate. Well, actually, hang on. I might change my mind. I might look up the #1 selling SUV of this year, like what year model this year, and I'm gonna do some research on it. I'm gonna write it down, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you points on it, like why you should buy it, why you shouldn't, reasons this car is great, reasons it's bad, what's gonna go bad first on this car, what's gonna be good in the next, you know, 5 or 6 years. Can you buy it for? What can you sell it for? What is the diminishing rate of this vehicle is what I'm going to be researching. I'm kind of worried this fucking truck behind me is going to hit me because he's so close to my rear end. It's hot, and I got something in my eye. Also, I have ADHD really bad, so like, driving a manual car is really good for me because I have to focus on more things than just one thing. And so, like, shifting gears and keeping my eyes on the road, plus watching everything going on, and watching out for accidents, it's just super simple for me. Whereas other people, they can't do all of those things at once. But because I have ADHD, it makes it 3 times easier for me opposed to the average person. I'm off topic. I'm sorry. I gotta figure out which SUV too, because Nissan has like quite a few of them. Sorry, I'm getting into the empty lane so I can speed up. I need to get gas, I really do, but I'm tired today. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna get up early in the morning and go get some gas and just spend the rest of Saturday probably relaxing or cleaning. I also want to do a vlog where I just show my day, but problem is I just moved in, so my room is a mess. The house never stays clean because right now me and my wife are the only ones who clean it. And so for me, it's like, racing my little car. It handles so good, especially around corners. Like that Chevrolet behind me, he was like right up on my ass, and I fucking sped up through the corners. He couldn't hold him. He had to almost completely brake in order to hold him. Ooh, I thought you were about to pull out in front of me, copper. Way to could give a man a heart attack right there. The person you least expect to pull out in front of you, being a cop, because the cop's supposed to know the law, they know what they're supposed to do, but they're also supposed to be paying attention when they're driving. And if one pulls out in front of you and you have to slam on brakes, heart attack. I don't care how old you are, you're going to have heart problems after that. You're going to have to go see a doctor. Jeez, I got to calm down. There's the one yawn. I've noticed every video I post, there's one yawn. Except for this morning, there was quite a few. But you have to forgive me for, okay? It was early in the morning, I couldn't help it. But I've noticed that every afternoon, I'm about to yawn again because I keep talking about it. Every afternoon, there's one yawn. And there's a lot of eye twitching. But that's because of my ADHD. I also have astigmatism. And it's nothing serious, it's just my eye hurts every now and again, and I'll freaking blink my eyes to try and get it to stop hurting, because that's normally what helps. If I can't get it to stop hurting, it'll cause a headache, and the headache just gets worse and worse and worse. But I think my wife drives a Pathfinder. I think that's what I want to do. I want to do all the Nissan SUVs. I think I'm going to compare them first. We'll get on there, compare them, and be like, this is why this one's good, this is why this one's bad, this one gets this much gas mileage, this one gets this gas mileage, this one's worth this much, this one's worth this much, this one's going to sell for this in 5 years, this one's going to sell for this in 5 years. And it's going to be, I'm going to go off the price of great condition. That's going to be what I'm going to go off of sale value. So, I'm off on the weekends, so that gives me 2 days to do research on these SUVs. And Monday, I'm going to bring my little notepad or whatever I have, and I'm going to list it out for you. While I'm driving, I'm going to look over, I'm going to look up points. I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to have a price and everything like that. It's just going to be, I'm hoping that it's going to be super cool. Because if you're watching this and you're like, oh, well, I'm looking to buy this, and you're just like, well, he made some really good points. I want to go buy this vehicle now. You can constantly watch my videos and be like, hey, that was pretty freaking dope. But also, it's not going to be just that on this channel. I'm going to review a lot of things, like tools. I will review tools. Now, I don't have the money, unfortunately, to just go buy every tool I want to review. But I can do research on them. Like, I can just do some Googling. This company offers this for this. Lowe's is selling them for this price, you know? Home Depot sells them for this. Walmart this. You know, give you places where you can buy them. And now I know James Riddle, he's going to be like, oh, well, I need to know ratchets, socket sizes. I need to know the price of those. Who's selling them for the cheapest? Where can I get the most? Toolbox sets. I'm all about that. I will research all of it so that you don't have to do the research. You can watch my video and you can be like, okay, well, I'm going to Advanced Auto to buy this, O'Reilly's to buy this, and you just have it all laid out. You can write it down and you just have the information. You don't have to do that research because I did it for you. Same thing with cars. Once I have reviewed enough cars, I think I'm going to go back to the same cars. I'm probably going to do the best of a category. So let's say I do Nissan, I'll do SUVs. I'll look up upgrades you can do on these SUVs, where you can get, who sells what, like what websites you can go to buy custom parts, custom body parts, custom interior parts, stuff like that. I just have so many ideas, and I want to do all of them. I just want to know what y'all want to see. What should I do first? What do you want to see more of? What do you want to see less of? I know I said I was going to go home and do it, but I got carried away last night taking care of my kid, my wife, and everything else going on. I had to My shirt is dirty because I haven't had a chance to wash clothes. That's how crazy and hectic it is right now at my house. And not because it's drama. There's no drama going on. It's just there's so much going on with us getting moved that it's kind of crazy. And this weekend's going to be the only weekend I have to relax. That's why I said I can go home and do research. I need to go buy a notebook and just set it to my side and just write stuff down, you know, and then read it out to y'all. I know I can do that from my phone, but my camera on my phone is kind of crazy. And so it just won't cooperate. If I click off of the camera app, it kills the video. And so I can't look at my notes and my camera at the same time, which kind of sucks. But I could probably pull out my other phone, write down stuff in its notepad, and just, as I'm going through my phone, just scroll up. There I go. I have it. Palm of my hands. That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to break out my other phone that I've paid off. That's what I'm going to do. Use the notepad on that thing and just handle it. I have gotten here extremely quick today. And I've done the speed limit. I guess traffic wasn't that big a pain today. Oh, I didn't catch as many red lights. That's another thing. I didn't catch as many red lights today. So the video might... I'm gonna make sure it hits 20 minutes. Maybe 25, depending on what I have to talk about. Well, no, I'm gonna stop it at 20. Well, some things going on with me right now. Let's see. Nothing new, honestly. I've only done these for a good week. I have 5 days worth of carcast videos. I did one this morning. So that makes this one carcast number 6. And I love them. James, when you get your license, I know you said you don't get your license for a little bit, but when you get yours, if you want to come do a carcast with me one day on the weekends when you're not in school or you're not working or anything like that, I am down. I am so down. Having someone else to, like, when I do a car review, you can sit here and help, like, give points, but like, well, I really like that about this car. That is such a cool idea, you know? I'm glad they decided to do that. I wish they would do more of that with these cars. I'm down for it. But I'm not going to have someone sit in the car every time. It's going to be different every time. I'll have a carcast, and then here comes my wife. I'll have my carcast, and then I'll have stars. So the star of the carcast will be the guest, you could say. Hey, dear.
Hi.
Still doing my carcast.
Hi.
Yeah, that's my wifey. I won't show you her face because I'd like to keep that private. I don't want you to know how hot my wife is.
Ah.
I'm about to open this door. Come around. Go to the front of the window. That way you're out of camera view.
Why?
Or do you want to be in it? Nope. I would say sit down, but there's a lot of trash right there. So you can squat down right here and I can twist it over. This is my wifey. So whenever you see me talking about like my wife, this is her. She looks crazy, don't she? No, I love her. That's why I married her. See? Big ring. I was talking about doing, you know how I mentioned I was going to do car reviews?
Mm-hmm.
I was mentioning about having some of the guys I know, or just random people. I have a guest host. You know, I'm only going to do that on the weekends, though. I'm only going to have a guest host on the weekends. That way, because, you know, I get off work and I just want to come home. Mm-hmm. And so, on the weekends, we can meet up. We can do the carcast then. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do research on the vehicle, have my own research. And then the guest host, he can sit there and he can talk to me about what he likes about these vehicles or what he doesn't like about them, what he thinks is cool or stuff like that. Also, I'm sweating like crazy. It's freaking hot.
Mm-hmm. The rain did not help at all.
It did not. It really didn't. It just got hotter. When it rained in Dothan, it was 91. It's freaking 91 in the humidity's at like 50 or something like that. So it's like hot, but it's also humid hot, which means water sticks to your face a lot easier and the sweat's aggravating.
Mm-hmm.
But I also have other ideas like tool reviews, like ratchets, wrenches, stuff like that.
I mean, that would be strictly you, baby.
I mean, yeah, I know. Also, my wife is a car woman. She loves cars as much as me. I don't know about trucks. I haven't seen her pick out a truck yet. I actually haven't. I haven't seen you pick out any cool looking trucks. Usually when you're like, ooh, baby, you're pointing out a green Camaro or a green Charger. I saw a Supra today. Like one of the new Supras. It sounded so good. He was like on it too. It sounded so good. We were at St. Dominic Church in Panama City.
The same place you were yesterday?
Yes. Except this day we had a little bit of help. And pretty much lost my train of thought. Pretty much we had to catch up on the B side of the building. Because A side was the first thing to go up. But A side has a lot of complications and has more material going into it. So they decided let's push B side to get done first so they can go on ahead and be in there. Because right now they're just in trailers. Like the people from the church are teaching their classes in church because this is the kids stuff. So we're having to make it like extra safe and make sure that everything's up to code and stays up to code for an insane amount of time.
Sounds very complicated.
What? What we're doing at work?
Not necessarily.
Did you have any ideas on an outro? Because I've just been doing like, until tomorrow, bye guys.
No, I haven't, dear.
Dang it.
You think I've had time to think with how chaotic this week has been?
Well, since I want to do car reviews and I would like the channel to be mostly about cars, I think I'm going to do something car related as an outro.
Well, I can't really help you there.
You can help me because you like cars, so I mean, pick out a car theme and just...
You'll have to give me some time to think on it.
You stink.
I stink?
Yeah, you stink because you have a stinky brain. It don't work. Now your hand is wet.
So?
So you decided to not go? Did you tell Bridge? Okay. What do you want to talk about on video?
I don't know, I'm new to this.
Your jealousy of other women? How about that?
No. I'm not confronting that on camera.
Well, how would you feel about meeting some of the guys that are fans? Like James Riddle. I think he is 16 now. He's the guy I was telling you about who has the really nice Altima and the Dodge Ram. He was talking about when he gets his license, he wants to meet up then. But I don't want him to like upset his parents by coming to hang out with me. But I'm pretty sure once they figure out that like he's hanging out with me for my YouTube channel, they'll be like, oh, well, let me see his channel. And they watch my channel and they see what it's about. They're like, oh, he's really cool, you know. Now, I'm not against helping you with your car. Like, you know, helping you like, hey, I got this part. Will you help me install it? Not against that. I'll help you. Her dad is a master mechanic. I don't know. He's not a master. He doesn't have a degree in anything.
Technically, he has a career certificate or something like that.
Yeah, but the dude's like stupid smart with cars. So like,
unless it's newer vehicles, then he struggles and he hates it.
yeah, but he figures it out pretty quick though. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Unless it's like electrical, then he needs a computer, and then it gets super complicated. But he can pretty much figure out anything. With your Altima, he can probably do. The Ram, most definitely. That will be all up his alley, and he'll be all about it. I'm like halfway in the frame now. But I'm going to end the video here. I did say I'd either make it 20 or 25 minutes.
Almost 25. Good job.
Yeah, I got 10 seconds.
I will say, sorry I'm awkward.
She's not awkward. She's just...
new to this. Shy.
Yeah, you can be a big staple of my channel. I'll be a big staple of yours. Oh, what if we get the boys like racing suits?
Socks and
Yeah, and just like get them little helmets, and then like we could take pictures with them and just post them all over social media.
We can look.
Maybe if we get a bike, we can make them ride with us.
We'd have to have one of those side carts.
Hmm? No, you don't technically have to have a sidecar.
I don't trust them riding.
No. So they make seat belts that go across you. Pretty much it harnesses. It's a harness that you put on, and then the dog goes in the front harness. So if he goes anywhere, he's kind of still.
Yeah, but I don't trust Socks in a harness because he gets scared very easily.
Well, the first time, yes, he will be scared. He'll be trying to run. After 4 or 5, maybe 15 times, he'll probably calm down.
4 or 5, maybe 15 times.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to end it here. So, Michaela, say goodbye.
Bye.
Until the next one. Goodbye, guys.